What's up, everybody? My name is Brad, and today I've got another book review for you. And today I'm going to be talking about Dear Laura by Gemma Amor. This was my first read this month in February for the Women in Horror Month sort of celebration, if you will. And I could not have picked a better read to start out with. This one's definitely going to be hard to top. This one is it's already in the running with John Bowden's Spungunyon for my favorite novella of the year, and it's only February. We have a long way to go, but that's how much I really loved this book. It was a fantastic read. I'm going to go ahead and read the synopsis real quick and then get into my thoughts and everything about the book. Every year on her birthday, Laura gets a letter from a stranger. That stranger claims to know the whereabouts of her missing friend Bobby. But there's a catch. He'll only tell her what he knows in exchange for something personal. So begins Laura's sordid relationship with her new pen pal, built on a foundation of quid pro quo. Her quest for closure will push her to bizarre acts of humiliation and harm. Yet no matter how hard she tries, she cannot escape her correspondent's demands. The letters keep coming, and as time passes, they have a profound effect on Laura. From the author of cruel works of nature comes a dark and twisted tale about obsession, guilt, and how far a person will go to put her ghost to bed. So that was the synopsis. First and foremost, I want to say how much I loved Gemma's writing. Her writing was mesmerizing. It had me craving to know what was going to happen next. I needed to know what was going to happen next, needed to know how it was going to end, how all this was going to play out. The writing is just fantastic. I can't pay enough compliments to the actual writing itself. It was amazing. I'm definitely going to be checking out more of her work based just on the sole fact of her writing prowess alone. It was great. The story itself, not much happens until sort of the end, but that's not a bad thing at all. Like I said, it's the journey we follow Laura on, and there's sort of two different timelines in the book. There's the present day, where Laura is about 40 years old or so, and then we sort of get flashbacks to her different birthdays throughout the years, starting when she was 13, where this incident happened, where her friend Bobby is kidnapped or he ran away from home. We're not really sure. But then seemingly the person who either kidnapped Bobby or that he ran away with, he sends Laura a letter every year on her birthday. And within the letters, he'll always ask something of her, and in return, he will give her some type of clue to help her locate where Bobby is. And right off the bat, the very first thing that he asks for is a pair of her dirty underwear. So we know that, this guy is a creep. He's probably a pedophile, because at that time she's only 13 years old. And then, nothing will happen. She'll send him whatever he demands of her, and then he will send her a clue the year later. So it's year upon year upon year on her birthday that he's sending her these letters and these demands, and that she is sort of being controlled by him and compelled by him through her grief at the loss of her friend, through the guilt that she didn't do anything about it, didn't really try to stop him or anything like that. And then there's the sort of gnawing obsession that she needs to find closure. She needs to find out what happened to her friend Bobby, and whether he died, whether he didn't die, whether he's out there somewhere, trying to get these clues to figure out what happened to her friend. It's a very dark tale. Like it says in the description, Laura, through the demands of, and the person that's writing the letter, he just goes by the moniker of X. Through the demands of X, she humiliates herself. She mutilates her body. If you can tell by the cover, you can probably tell where that is going. but she sort of spirals down out of control into sort of depression and paranoia, and she doesn't eat well, she doesn't sleep well, she doesn't take care of herself. She has panic attacks, always worrying about this person X. He seems to be stalking her. He knows where she lives, even when she moves out of her original house. So she's always worried he's going to be around the corner. Maybe he can do the same thing to her that he did to Bobby. So she sort of just spirals out of control, doesn't really have a social life, isn't able to, keep any friends or boyfriend or anything like that. She just spirals out of control, basically to as rock bottom as you can get for the most part. And then in the present day, she's following these clues to find out where Bobby is, and it happens to be in a forest. And the writing, like I said, is just great. I felt like I was in the forest traveling along with her to find Bobby. She's trying to get to this destination to finally reveal what happened to Bobby, where he might be. And just the descriptions, like I said, I felt like I was in the forest with her. I felt like the trees were towering overhead, getting caught in the underbrush, the sort of rotten, wet, musty smell of the undergrowth and the brush. It was all fantastic, all well done. I can't really sing its praises enough. I don't really want to say too much more about it. I don't want to give away the story, but I loved how it ended. I really wasn't expecting it to end that way. This has a very real life feel to it. Like if this were to have been a news story on like CNN or Fox News or something like that about what happened in this book, it's totally believable. Like I said, this feels like it could happen in real life. If you're into, there's no monsters in this book, as far as, there's no demons or creatures in the woods, ghosts or anything like that. The monsters in this book are the humans, the people in here, and I guess the only ghosts are the haunting memories that Laura has about Bobby and what maybe could have been done, what could have happened, where he went, things like that. But if you're into sort of dark tales, if you're into true crime, things like that, you definitely need to check this one out. I can't recommend this one highly enough. Like I already said, this was a solid 5-star read for me. And I'm definitely going to be checking out more of Gemma's work in the very near future. But that's all I really want to say about it. I don't want to give too much more away about the plot. But I really love this one. This was a great read. But if you've read Dear Laura, if you have, let me know about it down in the comment section, whether you liked it, didn't like it, whatever it may be. But that's all I have for y'all today. So thanks for spending your time with me. Again, my name is Brad, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.